All right, guys, so you have talked in your groups about absolute value, and we have modified our LEQ to focus on how you can write and solve equations and inequalities with absolute value. When you've talked in your group, you've decided that absolute value, which is noted like that, so that's the symbols for absolute value, that is a measurement of distance, specifically the distance from zero on a number line. So now we're going to jump into, so what that measures is that measures distance. So we're going to jump into a problem. A regular equation could look something like this. But then when I add in these absolute value symbols, then it becomes an absolute value equation. So we're going to walk through and we're going to solve this step by step. So the first thing to point out right here is, what does this 11 mean? So if I'm thinking about the context of the 11, my 11 is the absolute value of something. So this here, it would be like the absolute value is 11. And that means on a number line, I could have something 11 units from 0 in this direction, which would give me a positive 11. I could also have something 11 units, or a distance of 11 from 0 in this direction. So that would give me negative 11. All this 11 is the distance from 0 on a number line. So I need to solve it, whether that distance puts me at positive 11 on a number line, or if that distance puts me at a negative 11 on the number line. So let's see. I'm going to write it both ways. I'm going to write it as 2x plus 3 equals 11. And then I'm also going to write it as 2x plus 3 equals negative 11. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to solve it. If I subtract 3, I get 2x equals 8. Then I would go ahead and I would get my page up a little bit, divide by 2, x equals 4. But I also have to solve it in case I went to the left on the number line and got a negative 11. So I'd subtract 3, so I get 2x equals, I've got to remember my integer rules here, negative 14, divide by 2, so x equals negative 7. So here, x could be 4, and it could also be negative 7. Okay, I actually don't need that comma in between there. I just need to know that both of these values, I'm going to put an and symbol, both of these values, that looks like a plus, are true for